Just a good example of black on black crime is the Mohbad situation. R.I.P. to Mohbad.
May he so rest in peace. So.
May he so rest in peace, man. We love you. We do. You're a star. You're a rising star that people wouldn't have thought.
Because the boy was molested.
He was abused. Molested.
He was disgraced.
He was bullied.
You get
for long, and it's so funny that all the videos are now surfacing after his death. Like, what the fuck?
Welcome to ZFG Podcast. We love you.
There's no open border. We are both in this country. Somebody came to me, you want this bike. You begged me for it, that you want it. You applied. You gave me everything. And you used my bike for 6 days. Brand new bike. It's going to be easy after 1 year for you to understand the fairness of it. And they still looked me in the eyes and still took my bike.
We know if 100 Europeans come in, 90% are of good cause. We know if 100 Africans come in, 50% might not be of good reason.
You understand the picture? There's always a border. That is custom officer or immigration officer. This business that me and you are doing in South Africa, if we did it in the UK, my brother, those your taxis fight that they stole will still be alive till today. Or personal, like Africans, honestly, we can't even rule ourselves. Let's be honest. We cannot even rule ourselves. Like, if we could rule ourselves, why is somebody staying on the throne for 35 years and then his son is going to take the throne? Really? With the Dubai visa, no Dubai visa. We saw how a lot of Nigerians were allowed in, and I was watching a video and I'm like, what the hell? Whereby they were using cutlass to cut each other.
Do you think Nigeria is the threat for opening border?
Yeah, hello everybody. Welcome back to one of the greatest and the number one podcast in Africa, ZFG. Your host, J Prince, and I'm always with my brothers.
King Sammy in the building.
B for viral, B for victory, you already know.
Yeah, so today we're talking about open borders in Africa. What do you think about open border in Africa? Yes. The first thing I would like to ask about this is, do you think Africa likes each other? Like, do you think there would be happiness, there would be like unity if the borders are open? Because I feel like an average African, don't let me mention a country, would probably feel like, in Nigerians, they are this and that, I don't want them to come in. Or you feel like, this country, the Zimbabweans are wayward and stuff like that. You know, like, do you think basically Africa as a whole continent, do you think there is that kind of unity between us, like,
for us to now be discussing about open border?
Open border.
So for me, like before we started the topic, I was like, I will always not be for open borders, because where has that worked in any part of the world?
In Europe.
We cannot even say it's an open border. You understand what I'm saying? They share. It's not even all of them. Some of them.
No, the one that is under EU.
They have almost 90 of them. Yeah, that's true. You're right. But what I'm trying to say is, okay, now the thing is, even when you get to that border, at least there's still some control, right? But we have seen what we will do when they give us open access to something. Like, we Africans, like, I don't want to mention names, but if we're going to think about it, right? Now, why I'm saying that is, in Africa, we have states. It's not even countries' border. We have states. You understand what I'm saying? KwaZulu-Natal, Cape Town. You understand what I'm trying to say? That they don't even agree on the same thing.
Yeah.
The same country that don't even agree on the same thing. So you want, like, 55 countries are in Africa. So you want these 55 people, like these 55 countries or 54 countries thereabouts, to be able to, you understand what I'm trying to say? I really think that is going to be a disaster.
Based on the question, do you and what you have explained?
Yeah, so I think there will not be. So I'm saying, like,
you think there won't be unity?
There will not be unity. There will not be peace. There's not going to be, like, okay. First of all, I'll tell you one thing. Like, we have to be honest. Africans, first of all, personal, like Africans, honestly, we can't even rule ourselves. Let's be honest. We cannot even rule ourselves. Like, if we could rule ourselves, why is somebody staying on the throne for 35 years and then his son is going to take the throne? Really? You get what I'm saying? Like, people have just that. That's just one country, and people are abusing that already. So imagine if they give them the opportunity. I'm sure that guy that spent 35 years in Gabon as a president, he would just decide, like, since there's an open border, I think I should go and be a president in South Africa for another 20 years. He could just do that. Right? Like I'm just saying, like when it comes to Africans, how we always abuse things. I'm guilty too. Everybody's guilty. You know what I'm saying? We saw what happened with the Dubai visa, no Dubai visa. We saw how a lot of Nigerians were allowed in, and I was watching a video, and I'm like, what the hell? Whereby they were using cutlass to touch each other. Cutlass.
And he's using cutlass on this, just parking on his own, like, on his car.
So if we can behave like that, that guy that is doing that stuff, he remember that he got a passport, he had to apply for a visa. At the port of entry, Dubai will not tell you to do fingerprint. It is eye print. So let's say you even whatever, you cannot change you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. That guy, he did eye print, right? He did all those things, took passport, did visa. He still had the guts to go and carry cutlass.
Like
so imagine if he didn't do anything at the border. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So what if it was an open border? You understand? So first, that's one. Secondly, we Africans, we don't even know how to tolerate each other.
Can I ask you one question before you go?
Yeah.
With what you explain, right?
Yeah.
Do you think Nigeria is the threat for opening border?
No. Of course, no. Nigeria is not the country that is invading other countries like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, Nigeria is not the only country that is. We have a lot of people that are invading other countries, like especially even in South Africa. We have other nationalities that are more than, I'm not mentioning them like that, are more than Nigerians. So Nigerians cannot be the threat to open border. In fact, Nigeria will be, like, people will benefit more from Nigeria if they have open border. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, as a black man, as an African, generally, we have problems.
Okay, I think to crown that up, as an African, we have this dubiosity, attitude, and spirit. Not even, I won't call it attitude. And greed is always like one part of your.
It's always myself.
You get it, you always want to worry about yourself, and there's no much spirit of patriotism in Africa. Yeah.
Of course. You remember the other day when we were talking about this bribery and corruption they took from the World Cup, whatever. Those leaders that were patriotic, Platini, the former president, the president of UEFA. Do you know he was suspended? He was found corrupt and suspended from UEFA. Do you know why? Because of this Qatar World Cup stuff. He was the one that was smart enough to ask them to order jets from his own country. You get what I'm saying? When African leaders were taking the cash. You understand what I'm trying to say? That guy was still found to be a bad person. You now imagine our own people that they went to go and take, like, money, just money, and then they had to vote. They just sell their vote. So that thing is in we Africans. You see, other countries, they decide, like, do something that will benefit my country, but I will be the middleman, and I will get something.
Yeah.
In Africa, so African leader will tell you, instead of you to buy something 10 million in my country and then you make me the middleman, just give me 1 million. You keep the 9 million.
But from my side, I support open border because the border keep us divided. And I think it's high time we come together as a United Nation and United Nation of Africa and build our continent ourselves. Yesterday, I was having this conversation with my son, the older one. It was like, we went to Wanderers to play basketball. He's asking me if I buy another land on the road, right? Say I will call government to come and build it. Right, so I was saying to him, government doesn't owe you anything. You owe government something by building infrastructure. That's why you see government going to other countries and look for investors to come to the country. You understand? So I believe if we have that mindset of knowing that we can build this nation together, we can come together as one, it's going to help us. You get? Fine, we have bad people. Because when we say open border, you can see stupid person who commits crime in Nigeria just fly to South Africa.
No.
You understand? Because it's open border. Do you understand? You see somebody who commits crime in one country and just fly to another country just because it's open border. You get? But what I believe is this. How are these Europeans doing it?
But then,
that works.
To talk about that, I think talking about Europeans, I feel like if you check it properly, those people don't even give access to Africans.
But they give access to themselves. That's
to
what
themselves. Like I'm saying, like even like a country like America, still restrict some African countries on the leniency and the easy way of getting their visa, if it's easy to get or not, how difficult it could be. Like South Africa gets a US visa, out the scale of 10 for the difficulties, I would say like 4. You get?
But Nigeria.
For Nigeria,
is
it's 10
12.
or
No,
11.
12.
You get?
12 over 10.
You get? For Zimbabwe, it's like 6, but for Zimbabwe to the British, to the UK, it's like 4 also. Just the same way as you get. So I think that alone is enough to see that, okay, one way or the other, these people can be of threat. These people can, like, it is better to, like, if you have to get in, you have to be screened properly. You get? And now, I'm going to say, if there is, if the border is free, no matter how free a border is, there is still always 1 or 2 screenings when you get in.
Exactly.
You get? So I don't think, I'm saying that based on what you just said, as another reason that what if I commit a crime here and I'm running there and all that. If this country is free to this country, we know that we have a cordial relationship, and that relationship, when you know that, okay, in my country, if you commit a crime, you could easily cross to South Africa or this other country without needing a visa. We know that when there is a crime on ground, it is when you alert your country, it's just the same. It's just as much as you are alerting.
It's easy the way you are saying it, right? If the whole of Africa is using the same system as South Africa, right? South Africans, they have ID. You understand? They have, like, there is a way you can trace someone. Do you understand? Unlike Nigeria, we don't have ID, right? So, like,
You have ID. Passport is ID.
Yeah,
no?
but it's not like maybe 100%.
how many people got
I
passports
get what
in
you are
Nigeria?
talking about, yeah.
A lot of people doesn't have passport. It's only when you want to travel you apply for passport. If you
If
don't want to
people are
travel,
interested,
Yeah, even South Africans.
yeah. So they have ID.
Yeah, ID. Yeah,
You understand
we have
what I'm saying?
voters card.
It's not working.
Junior, can you stop before I lag you?
But that card is not working in Nigeria.
Madalo.
like I was just saying, right? If we have that ID now, it would have been easy and say, okay, if you want to come, we already know what you put your fingerprints, you put your eye, like.
But then, are you saying the passport does not function? You're saying
How many times in Nigeria you can even go and apply for a passport and use a different person's name?
it happened even in the US. You can do it. So there are some people.
Yeah,
there
in
are some
South
people
Africa
do
you
it.
can't do it because you have a birth certificate, you have ID from the day that you have been born. Do you understand?
I understand what you're
In
saying. But
Nigeria-
if you have to come in, because the country is free, doesn't mean you won't tender your passport. That's what I'm trying to say.
A border security,
Say
like
if-
a border, what they call it, the border security.
Yeah.
The purpose of the border security is not to stop
let-
people from coming in. It is to
Ensure that people that are
like the
coming
security-
in.
people that are coming in. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
We have always been saying something. There is nothing that can happen in Nigeria whereby there will be something called xenophobia and you go and burn somebody's shop.
Yeah.
It can never happen in Nigeria. Okay, now let's say there's an open border. You let these people, I'm not going to mention them, that do and believe
Even
that
if-
this is the thing that they have to do. You let 20 of them into your country, open border. You couldn't control, you couldn't find out, you couldn't know. Like some of them were like convicted of their crime. Some of them, right? So that guy, he had this mentality of looting shops already. Put 20 of them in a society. Give it 20 years. Xenophobia could start from that place. Xenophobia will start from that place. You get what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
So we influence. So what the border security is there to do is not to keep you from coming. It's like to secure our own place as like you are,
Yeah.
who is this person coming
Yeah.
in?
It's just like I'm
What
saying,
does
the
it do?
different-
What is it going to do in my place?
Yeah. The difference
You get what I'm
between-
saying? All
the
this
di-
terrorism, this thing that happens in some countries, that's how it happened. You remember after 911, everywhere changed when it comes to the visa and everything. It was easier before 911. Immediately 911 happened, they had to. At the end of the day, the story came out that Osama bin Laden was even in the US Army before, whatever. You get what I'm trying to say? Those things are the policies that were not there. You get what I'm saying?
But you know what I'm saying, right? In some years back, like something AD, Europeans are the ones that travel a lot to go and look for opportunity, right?
Yeah.
But it comes to a time that their government put us together, right? And say, let's build our nation. And people stop traveling, right? And they do it successfully. And now they travel between themselves.
Yeah.
They trade between themselves.
Yeah, that is where Junior's point came in about this personal greed. How many Africans
Yeah.
are ready to be like that European
Like,
guy
yeah.
that decided that you should buy a jet
How
for my
many
country
Africa-
instead of giving me that money? How many
How
Africans,
many
can
Africans
have
want to
that
travel out to
sense?
USA because you want to
understand?
better Nigeria?
Yeah.
You get?
Let me put it
You
that way.
understand the picture? So that comes in, that answers the point of how many of us can we trust?
There is
What
a
is this
spirit of
our
that
precedence?
dubiosity.
Precedent. Yeah.
So you guys believe that United States of Africa cannot work for us?
It can work in some terms, currency wise, trade wise, free zone, trade free zone, no tax and all those things. You understand what I'm trying to say? That can work. You get what I'm trying to say? But when it comes to border control, border security, bro, we have border.
Giving access to
Boko
different
Haram have
people, different
taken
races.
how many local governments in Borno? You know, and when they are fighting them, when you look for them, when the soldier go to them, I'll tell you right now for free, Nigeria soldiers, they are not lazy.
They're not.
They are not stupid. They know what they are doing. They are trying to find these guys. But guess what? They're going to chase them in Sambifa forest. They will chase them to a point. There is Chad, there is Niger. Nigeria soldiers cannot enter Niger and chase Boko Haram there. Boko Haram can enter Niger. Boko Haram can enter Chad. Nigerian army cannot take their guns and enter Chad to chase a Boko Haram. You understand what I'm trying to say? Boko Haram suspects. When you pursue them to that point, you go back to your country. So that person must come back.
Now I'm
So
saying,
now,
why
that-
can't
that-
the
that-
government
that you not think
implement
that-
it and talk to
that-
Chad? Like, okay, when we are chasing Boko Haram, they will enter your country. Can't we
Yeah, it's not
continue
why
chasing?
it's good for us to have open border so that in case of something
No,
like that,
that
they
will be
enter Chad.
worse. We don't have open border. That is happening. What if we have open border? It will be worse. We don't, the border is closed. These people are able to walk in a country. What if the border, every border is opened? Boko Haram will run. They will not run inside Chad anymore. They will
They'll
leave
be
Chad
staying in
and
Chad.
move to Mali. From Mali to Burkina Faso. Before you know it, they move to Libya. You guess what? They will cross the sea only. They are in Spain. They are in Spain.
Oh.
They are in Italy tomorrow. Before you know it, you understand what I'm trying to say? So there has to be border control. If they can run into Chad and run into Niger, you really think they cannot run to Italy? They don't want to go to Italy? But because there's border control in
Don't
Italy,
you see
there's
how-
border control in
Don't
Spain.
you see how Mexicans
You get
are
the picture?
all around the
So
states.
I would Africans
even
free border. What we
fact
did in
that there's
Dubai
border
alone, what we
control.
did in Dubai alone, we should not. I'm not even going to trust, bro. Africans, we Nigerians, you will bring them to your workplace alone. So you be totally share. You will employ. You will make sure you scatter that place for you before you come out there. That a lot of our guys that liked you before, they will start. You understand? If you could do that, imagine open border.
Do you understand that this border was imposed on us?
On us as Africans, right? I heard that, but what I would say is, no. There has always been borders. Let me tell you why. In our village, there's something they call Ubodi. There's Ibodi. Which, what they call Ibodi is the end of
Border.
Iduani at your war. You understand the picture? There's always a border. To buy that debe wa buy your Ibodi. That is custom officer or immigration officer.
It's been there.
To buy like Jalu Kolo wa magba Ubodi wọn wọlé ni. You get it has always been there. Only that there was no visa interview. It has always been there. I don't remember that my grandfather worked and just went to South Africa. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be even Igbo land and Yoruba that are in a country. You know? That's why I would say
Even
open
same
border,
country.
I don't think so. I don't really think so for Africa. I love Africa. I want the best for Africa. Currency, same currency, good job. You know what I'm trying to say? Maybe a little bit relaxed visa requirements. Maybe a little relaxed one. You know what I'm saying?
And also, we should
But
be able
total-
to fly to go to each other countries.
Yeah.
Because if you check, I was watching this thing. Wadamaya was going to a neighboring country. You need to fly to Ethiopia first. There is no direct
Flights, yeah. Going
this
there.
country that is
Imagine.
here. And it's only one country that divide them to another country.
You can imagine. Just my own personal view is like Africans, we are not even ready to rule ourselves, not to talk of having open border.
Yeah, so-
We that we cannot
Okay,
even
but
be
do you
ourselves.
guys now think it makes sense the way European can come to Africa like they are going to just market?
No, and if 100,
We can't
we
go.
know if 100 Europeans come in, 90% are of good cause. We know if 100 Africans come in, 50% might not be of good reason.
So don't you now think it's the mindset that
It's not the mindset.
It's not the mindset.
our
It's who we are.
actions.
What
It's the
history.
business. The gun of a policeman in Dubai is rusting. Rust, like total rust.
Jammed.
They are not
Oh,
shooting
no.
it. You will never see them bring out their gun for no reason. They have no reason to use it. So now somebody is chasing somebody. So you understand? That's even a trauma for the people living
police
there.
gone. Because they wouldn't have faced
Dubai police
something
is
like
staying
that.
in metro. Tahal. He will not pursue. You will go to him. He will just pataka kidere. I'll be pataka. Where's your pataka? Then you will just give him your pataka and then you will go. Sometimes you can just ask me a question and then you will go. You understand what I'm saying? But
So-
now you see what our people did there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me ask this question, all right? We all love South Africa. Like we want the best for South Africa, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys now think that it would be a wrong decision to make Malema a president? Because
No, I've always wanted Malema since I
No,
got to
I
South
want-
so what
Africa.
about the open border?
For the open border, let me promise you something. It's easy for people to say something before they get there. Malema will not open the border of South Africa, even if he
Yeah, it
becomes
will
president.
not.
He
Even
would
me,
not.
I know.
He would never.
He might just
They'll
make-
take him to court
With
now.
things
He might-
you can
Cancel
see.
everything.
With things
He
you
might
can
just
see.
he might just
No.
actually make
It's just
the
using
visa.
that is what I was trying to say about
Yeah.
this thing of that Niger power taking, about this percentage or no percentage. Go and campaign with it, become president, finish. Now you understand. That is the same thing that Malema is doing. All this open border, open border, open border. He knows that the people that are closer to the poor are the foreigners. Like I don't want to mention names. You understand? So if these people can talk to these people and you understand they are living together, they will vote for us. You understand? But I promise you, if like Malema become a president today, there's no way you open the border of South Africa. Are you kidding me? There's House of Rep there. They also have their own national assembly here. They will take him to court. When they told Ramaphosa not to bring Putin here, that he said he wanted to do it, DA took them. There's opposition party.
Yeah.
Opposition party will take you to court. So there's no way you can open the borders. It's just a campaign.
strategy.
You get what I'm saying? Even me, I can say I want to give them, okay, they are giving us 0.5%. I'll make it 50-50. And I get there and just tell them, say, give me 5% more, and then we'll move the fuck on.
So, with you guys' view now, right?
Yeah.
Africa should remain the way we are.
We should just
change
keep
ourselves.
managing.
We should change.
You
our
know, the thing
personal
is,
self,
what
our
what
personal
I would
self.
what I would say about Africa is Ile Latin Kesharude means from home
Charity begins at home.
with a shots.
I'm telling
So what
you.
I'm trying to say is, we should fix our
our own heart first.
heart
Towards our
first.
own brothers.
You get
With your own brother, your neighbor, your
boss,
complex. You went to go and ask for ordinary key or something the other day, even though he knows you. So imagine that person will now come to your country for free. You will do this. He will come and pursue you from your country one day.
you get. So what I'm saying is, you know, if as Africa, if we
don't even love
if
each other.
if individually we like okay on our own,
understand?
if infrastructurally, technologically, all those things that a country need to be developed, if we have attained that stage, our security will be even more.
You understand?
get.
They will be more relaxed.
They will-
And
you
by
get.
that time, you will not even know. The border will be there like it's not there.
So,
That is how
by that
Europeans
time-
feel. If
by that
an European
time-
gets to UK, we still pass through border security.
Yeah.
But because it's passing, you understand? So by that time,
But then,
security will be.
if your country is not
worried.
good,
You will not
is
be
why you
worried
want to
about
leave it.
You understand?
If your country is good enough, you wouldn't even need the border.
You
That's what I'm
understand?
now saying.
So we need to fix our country first.
Yeah, so you
Before
answer your
then,
question.
okay.
That time,
Now you answer
that's what
the
I'm
question.
saying. Yeah.
So
We need to fix
before we
ourselves.
want to do that,
personally.
We need to fix our-
And when we're talking about fixing ourselves, we are not talking about government. We are talking about individual.
Individually.
From your family, from your child, from your son, from you understand, from yourself to your mother. Use like let it be better. Let everything be better. It's not everything that is just did you park or the to the la. It's magic. There's no magic anywhere. It has to start with us. We can always be honest. An average black man, he gets evil for mind.
Yeah, that's why even
That is
if,
just
if
the
there's
truth.
one that doesn't
when
have
you
evil
put
for
money
mind,
in front of
but
him,
because he's black,
when there's
you will
money, he
think
will
of
change it.
evil.
You understand? He will think of it. An average one, if he doesn't, his mother will tell him to, his father will tell him to, or his brother will tell him to, and then he will do. That is something about average about us. And an European, maybe I'm not an European, I've never met one of them, but I'm sure some of them will even decide not to talk to their family member just because they don't want to be corrupt.
yeah.
For somebody to
Yes.
say, come and elder jet for my company, for my government, and then me, I will not be middleman, that is fair. It makes sense. If I'm the government, I will not even say anything anymore of that. What did African leaders do there? They went there, all the presidents. Our own president was Pinaku Abi Pinnick that time. You understand? They will collect million, they will go and do it. You see?
It's deep because for me, I was thinking if we open border, it will be
Yeah,
easy.
the reason is you were thinking for yourself.
Bro, if you think about
you are
okay,
thinking the way your mind is pure.
I'm telling you. I'll tell you this little story of this little thing that happened to me about this Okada, Teosh Okada.
Yeah.
This little thing that happened to me about that bike. Somebody came to me. There's no open border. We are both in this country. Somebody came to me. You want this bike? You begged me for it. That you want it. You applied. You gave me everything, and you used my bike for 6 days. Brand new bike, 6 days, 25,000 rands. 6 days,
and he's even going to and he's still going to own it.
And he ran, and it's going to be his ease. It's going to be ease after 1 year for you to understand the fairness of it. And he still looked me in the eyes and still took my bike away for a walk. You really think I'll be nice to that person or somebody from that person's area? Forget about it. I'm a human being. I might become.
And the next person don't roll go.
You understand?
The next person that want to collect the bike is in trouble.
Even the business alone, you kill the ginger a little bit inside me.
Yeah.
I would rather go use that 25,000 will pay 3 months school fees for my son. I would rather do that and I will not pay 3 months school fees instead of going to paying those fees and the same I'm looking for my bike. I'm still paying car tracking today. You understand? So that kind of a thing, we are doing it to ourselves. I promise you, Daddy Good. Timoni was talking to me yesterday. He told me, he said, Virus, try UK. Because this country go good for you, because you dey invest. Could possibly go new bar. This business where you dey do that, maybe you dey do it for UK. Their attorney, state attorney, deputy attorney, he go know you. You are providing employment for them. There's no UK or European somebody in the UK that will run away with your bike in 6 days. When he knows that after 1 year is going, why don't we have credit score credit line in Nigeria, in Africa? Like most places in Africa. Maybe South Africa has it, but many African countries don't have credit line. Why? Because we will never pay the same thing. This business that me and you are doing, all of us are doing in South Africa. If we did it in the UK, my brother, those your taxis fight that they stole will still be alive till today, or you would have sold that person. Those middle of the night that we are trapping with Limpopo for no reason, you will be with your kids playing game. Do you understand? If we cannot do that thing within ourselves. 1 week, he did not even deliver 1 day. But he deliver 6 days. At it, he bad Congolese can release him.
Congolese.
Now Congolese guy.
Imagine Congolese.
You wouldn't have thought it. I was going to listen. Better.
You don't think he's a good.
You understand? I was even asking. I remember Fortune was taking me to the embassy. I wanted to go and submit my permit or something in VFS. Then I was asking Fortune like, what do you think about Congolese? Because I'm having issues with Zimbabweans. You understand? And I was like, they're almost the same. But me, I was thinking, okay, because I've never been with the Congolese. But what thing came to my mind after that guy did what he did? John. That he took my 3K. Took me to a post. You remember everything that happened?
Dubious guy. Very dubious.
Now that time I can't realize I should have learned from that moment that these people are very callous.
But now let's be honest, ne? With my experience in business, 6 years now, bro, I'm telling you, you find Congolese that is good. You find Congolese that is bad.
Yeah.
You find South Africa that is good. You find South Africa that is worse.
Exactly.
This is just.
But me, I'm just saying, like, as a human being, you will still have that kind of little
Africa.
I understand you because I'm lenient enough. I understand life enough to understand that even my brother and me is different.
Yeah.
You can live.
Because if you try another person, you try Malawi. If you try Malawi or you try Mozambique, you will still find out they are still.
You understand, and you can find Nigeria so that is good, and Nigeria that is happening like that. But it is bad when we are also doing that to ourselves too much.
This one doesn't even have anything to do with what we're talking about, but then it's still Africa to Africa. So somebody shared a story with me, like, okay, she took a taxi and met this old woman, and the taxi, she became friendly, and she was like, where are you going? She said, I'm going to this place to buy some clothes. Oh, I'm also going there to buy some clothes for my daughter's birthday. And both of you are almost the same size, so I would like to use you as for the measurement. So, okay, cool. So, but you're going to buy your things first, so I won't have to waste my time. You won't have to waste your time with me before you start getting your things. Yeah. So, made sense. So, they went to 6 shops.
Okay.
They went to 6 shops. They were fitting. So, when they got to the 6th shop, the woman was like, because there's no space in the fitting room and all that, let me hold your bags and your phone and everything for you.
Okay.
Then she went to the fitting room. When she came out, she couldn't find the woman. Old woman, like she old enough to be her mother. You get? She was like, she had trusted her. Like, you feeling like, okay, you want to get something for your daughter. We're almost the same size. So I was glad. I was happy to do it, So
we are wicked to ourselves.
So
We Africans know it.
close the border, fix your house first, then open the border. Because a lot of people they are just going to, because we can't, okay, look at you. Trust me, every day you wake up, you always wish South Africa well. You wish things goes better because you're staying there and you want everything to be. Unlike some people who probably ran out of the other country to come hide here or come here to come do some crazy things. You get?
Guys, I will not lie to you. Like many times, I'm always trying to make. I want to make it so good in South Africa to be able to make all my other friends that went to the US and to the UK like that.
Even me, that we can do it in Africa. Even me.
I swear to God, because I wish well every day that I wake up. I wish well for South Africa. I want it to be good. I want it to be better. I want the best for South Africa. You understand? I will not want to do something that will hurt it because I want to come out of it proud. You understand? I want to come out proud of the country. You understand? Like South Sea.
Yeah, we did it in South Africa.
You understand the picture? We Africans are not just helping each other. We are not making it easy for each other at all. It's very hard to be good.
And that's the problem. Another black person, they will be the one to make you not want to help.
That's why we have to That's why those even Europeans, they don't want to open border for black people just like that.
I will just open my country for you people. You that are killing yourself there.
US will give access to South Africa because they see that South Africa system is working.
I see that somebody's ruling people for 35 years. You would think I want you to come to my country.
35 years.
I will let you come to my
country. These things, they happen.
Now only Africa. In
Africa. Hey, now. Any European or American would, like, before you see, if you count 10, 9 of them want the development of their country, the growth.
They want the pride of their country.
But bro, an average African want to
farmers that go and
he wants his own house. He doesn't care about the country. He wants to make his own house.
He go do the road, enter in farm, like you understand. And you know go talk to make the other people they don't use that road. In Nigeria, somebody will do road and tell you not
to close
you are mad. He go just put in mass generator for outside like this. One of my canoe, one of my deposit me canoe every day. But as an American, you know them. One man could come out, or the engineer will come together, put their heads together, and see what they can do about that problem instead of waiting for Joe Biden to come and put the problem to rest.
Bro, that's what's up.
Lagos Ibadan Expressway is there. We all know 46 kilometer Lagos Ibadan Expressway. That's been there before. Either of us even dreamt of going out of Nigeria, right? And we know how long we have been out of Nigeria. We know how much they are making on that road. What does it cost? Ordinary one Friday of the month, first Friday of the month, if they put that money on that road will finish.
They will finish it.
You think an European will do that to his country? He will do it for them. An American will do it for them. That road is so poor for so long. You will buy jets. You cannot just decide to do that road.
Yeah, you see that.
MFM is also on that road, though. MFM is also on that road. I think we even control money together. May we do them. Skuru Maraji, no one in Gbogbo. We don't want to wait for. We would rather let the road die. Bro, you go enter gallop. God.
You go spoil your car, ball joint. Now every 2 weeks they fix ball joint.
They come up for camp.
I never fix ball joint for that road.
They will come up for camp. They go. They get accident. If I'm not even. This is not. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Hospital camp.
There was an accident. The guy stood up. Like because the accident just happened. But because the adrenaline, don't give me. We were coming from camp. Yes, and that person was coming from campus. He had accident on that.
Still camp hospital. They will carry them go because hospital they can't reach the redemption camp.
They no fix the
and road. They will still pay.
Of course,
they will not treat them for free.
Don't.
That one is too far.
Because even at the church, am I not supposed to be treated free?
You understand? Now we are coming from there. Isn't the road supposed? We are the one that use the road.
Don't care. When I was young, right? I want to make a basket. Then one of my friend, he doesn't know how to block that time, so he block and push this my hand like this, right? My coach put it back like, right? And they rushed me to Don Bosco and they treat me for free because I was playing for Don Bosco. You understand? So imagine your own church. I'm leaving your church. I get accident. They bring me back to the church hospital. I have to pay millions.
Nobody actually. We are just like that.
I
to
think
each
you're
other.
right, because if you check, Don Bosco is white organization.
You understand?
You
I'm
get.
telling you.
May we not change, all of us die there.
bother.
Èyí tó bá ti jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà, may we all of us dey there. You see, the more you know before, right? You have the heart to do this, to make everything. But the more you even know, the more
I'm telling
you
you,
think,
I swear, every
is
day
the more
I'm
you
thinking,
even
every
see. Tire.
Bro, she be on the driver to work call your home motor. She wouldn't go to shift. I had to tell him on the phone, "Pé, this is why you black people will say white people are taking our job. How can you tell my wife that she has a class by 8 a.m.? She was ready. You did not tell her you told her 2 days ago, but soon that you have class. You did not tell her yesterday. By that 8 a.m., you are not telling her that you have something to do, that you should make it to 1 o'clock. Somebody that have kids.
Cancel it.
Do you understand? I was so mad about and that was the
What
second
you are being
time.
paid for?
I was like, I know white people, even if their child should die, they would have called you that night. I was like,
say bye.
This is what should happen. You did not even do that. You went to go and book appointment with somebody else that wants to go and do learners in the office for learners for test driving. You now decided to cancel my wife after she was waiting for you. I had to tell him on the phone, like, I regret supporting a black business. The picture. So I would rather go to those white people and pay extra 500 for them not to come and be giving me a day. Because now you okay, now I swear to God, that morning I had other things to do. Now my wife, she's mad. She's ready. She wants to go. You know,
Yeah,
she cannot go.
cancel
And I have
her
work to do. I got things to do.
So I guess let's just keep
Come
the
on.
borders that way, and and we do good, we do better in life, and don't let people
Let's get
emphasize
better,
on the
yeah.
fact that we are
Love your
black.
neighbor,
Like
love
just
your people.
let's
Some
let's
people in
let's
this country,
let
their
it.
kids cannot even another neighbor's kids cannot even come to their door. They are so mean.
They are so mean,
They would
you know.
rather give their food to cats and dogs. I promise you. Some people would rather give their dogs and I don't. I mean, black people.
So
they are
yeah,
they
I
are
think
so
we should
nonsense.
just let's try to do better. Like let's be good. Like
Let's be good to each other.
Let's do good.
Let's do good to each
Yeah.
other.
So yeah.
Talk about even this Mohbad and this. It is another black man upon a black man. You
Okay,
think an
let's talk
American
about
record
it.
label will be pushing you
Cut off his
around to go
line.
and kill you because you don't want to do anymore? You know, let's be honest. Would they be come and be telling you, imagine somebody come here and tell us something we off everything what we they do for a year. Or don't say maybe you understand? It doesn't make sense. But as a black man, they can do in Yankee now. They record Universal and everything. They would have had that issue. They will take you to court, and you will sort it from there. Not going to go and attack the boy and send him to
In
the
different
fucking,
occasions. So
hospital,
the boy
and they
must
are
not be able
27.
to walk on the road anymore.
Another black crime against black people, black on black crimes. So imagine that kind of a guy is being made a president or the head of the immigration in Kibolaigi, the Q Fisher Williams, where all the people where they suspect they.
Yeah.
A whole minister of defense, Bolaigi.
And now, to about David Akukuko, you got to machine here. What he go do when he gets there?
He
He's
was killed like a chicken.
in as much as the guy didn't die on the instant of the abuse.
What will happen?
And they left.
just picked
When,
him up and
bro, you can know that,
became national
bro.
secretary.
Bro, you can tell that this thing is deep. It's so deep. Like you could tell the way they are doing the damage control. Suddenly, somebody brought out a video of the wife and the altercation between him and the wife. Bro, suddenly somebody brought out. You know, like I'm like,
That's Africa
if
for
you
you.
guys could like try to take this the other way around, means it's really that deep. Like it's so deep. Like I was wondering, like what the fuck? Just a good example of black on black crime is the Mohbad situation. R.I.P. to Mohbad.
May he so rest in peace. So.
May you so rest in peace, man. We love you. We do. You're a star. You're a rising star that people wouldn't have thought.
Because
like,
the boy was molested.
he was abused,
He was abused.
molested, like
was disgraced.
he was bullied
You get.
for long. And it's so funny that all the videos are now surfacing after his death. Like, what the fuck?
It's really sad. It's really sad. And that's black on black also. Abi, look. Now imagine you are now saying they should open border.
You understand? They never open border. See? I imagine say person come enter here say like the way you even said it.
Yeah. Oh
It's
yeah,
like-
like gbogbo orí burúkú tẹ̀ ń ṣe àwọn àyà
It's
àgbàlagbà
like
gan wà
a
níbẹ̀.
no, I want to do we call like Slatan status alone. Mobile status alone as an artist. Say you dey whine me, you dey tell us say pa gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe yẹn. Mo lè sọ pé video director yẹn náà lè jẹ́ ọmọ kékeré.
Yes,
Again,
ayẹ tó wà ń bẹ̀.
Iṣẹ́ irọ́ lẹ́yìn pé irọ́ àwàjọ dàrú fúnra wa ní sáà.
That was bad.
Ọlọ́run máa lagi mọ́.
On a Mohbad level.
So-
But
why
you
me?
guys are not thinking that I think we are going in a wrong direction as a nation. Like with this this knowing that this person is this and is
That's how it has been. That's how it is. It's been like that.
Let me tell you the truth, right?
Even
you see now on the internet right now, if you notice, a lot of people are on Mohbad side after this whole thing happened. I can promise you that 80% of those people, they are only mad that they are not in the position of Sam Larry. If their brother was Sam Larry, they would be in the side. You understand the picture? In Nigeria, we are not mad with people in power. We are just mad. We are just angry because it's not my mother that is there. It's not like maybe this person is Koje. You know, that person that is Koje is not concerning me. It's because it's not my uncle. So all those people that are talking about Sam Larry and everything is because they are not family of Sam Larry or anything. They are not. They would. You understand? No, they are just. It's just the way it is in this life.
True.
So
because you see, Naira Marley's sister came out like they killed the boy, but don't pin it on Naira Marley.
Like I've said, it might not. They might not have anything to do with
I'm
it.
saying even if Naira Marley did,
Yeah.
despite all the videos that you could hear that Naira Marley boys and stuff, you could tell that Naira Marley is involved in all the molesting and stuff.
Yeah.
But then this girl came out because Naira Marley is her brother. What do you expect? She's still going to come out.
One thing I'm going to be honest with is, if I'm going to say this honestly, I don't think Naira Marley ever wish him dead.
Yeah, even me, I don't.
If they wish somebody dead,
will
what
not
boss
wish
them
him
will be
dead.
to share music video. Sam Larry no go even come there tell them say no do this thing. That kind of thing will not even happen at all. If they wanted him dead, you get what I'm trying to say.
But do you know that?
So
what
I'm not sure.
what they are doing?
Chicken. All those guys no
chicken.
No, you know say this was the common label now. She been a label issue. Matter far now. You go sign say you know they do again. You sack your manager, which is the brother of your executive. You understand the picture? So the matter long. I promise you, pay. If they wanted him dead, it would have just been like, okay, I hear for They would tell him, okay. I don't think so that they wanted him dead. Yeah, they want to take the person for cup. And if you think about it, I would rather be taking your for cup when you're alive than you should die for me. What's the essence of death for him? So if they wanted him to die, you really think Naira Marley is not smart enough to kill him without having all those things to happen? Well, any picking your column, my boss, they might be now. Right?
I understand though, but I believe that guy is not like they kill him physically, they kill him.
If it's a mental issue, that's what I mean. Maybe.
Mentally.
Maybe.
Because that boy is living on fear. You can't go out, you don't know what's the next thing that will happen. Any show they want to book you, they are cancelling it. You understand? So all those things.
Yeah, back to our amiable host.
I dey always dey emotional if I dey reason that boy matter.
Everybody, come on,
all right, R.I.P. Mohbad. I think this actually has come to the end of today's episode. If you're yet to subscribe, you know what to do.
Oh yeah.
If you have not commented before, you know what to do.
Oh yeah.
If you don't share the video, you know who are missing.
Oh yeah.
But then we love you, ZFG for life. See you some other time.
Peace out.
I'm never gonna say goodbye, bye, bye, goodbye.